Well, Sagittarius, this could be somewhat of a contradictory month with some powerful energy starting the month off here in your 11th house of profits. But that will shift later in the month, and we're going to tell you why. I'm Dodici from astrology.com.au. Great to have your company again. If you're new, welcome. I'm going to have a look at what's happening for Sun sign Sagittarius. If you happen to know your rising sign, which may be Sag, or the lunar sign being Sag, then you can apply some of what I'm saying to that as well. The month starts with that, at last, forward movement of that what was a retrograde Mercury for the last few weeks. Here, firstly in Libra, your 11th house of friendships, lifelong aspirations, moving back out into the 10th house of career, where Mercury is very, very comfortable, but not necessarily so when it's retrograde. Fortunately now, after the 2nd of October, you can see its forward motion there, giving you the thumbs up for anything work related. As we can see also, it's, let me have a look here, it moves into Libra on the 11th of October. That is exactly when we see this moon swinging around here into its full moon phase in your 5th house of speculation, romance, love, children, and that Zen-like state of now. It's a powerful full moon, and here we see that Mercury movement back here into the 11th house, showing us potential earnings, profitability from your own business ventures, new ideas that you can hatch. That's also shown not only by that full moon, but the retrograde Jupiter here in the 5th house, place of creativity and speculation. Now, I said it's somewhat of a contradictory month because these 3 planets point to a lot of opportunity in terms of earning. There's one little drawback there, Sag. That's the placement of Venus here, ruler of your 11th house, the planet ruling the income and the additional money that you're likely to see from profits, being directly behind the sun there. You follow it all the way I've been talking here. It hasn't moved much. In other words, it's been keeping up pace with a faster moving sun, which means it's in a state of combustion. So while at first we see 3 planets in that 11th house pointing to profitability, not necessarily so. It can mean the efforts are there. Generally, all the planets function very, very well in this 11th house. But here we see, firstly, that Venus not only ruling the 11th house, but it rules the 6th house of debts. And as Mercury tunes in here, Mercury rules the 7th house. And the 7th house, for the mutable signs, is a troublesome sort of area. And the planet ruling that area takes on a bit of a different complexion, especially when it connects with rulers of the 6th, 8th or 12th places here. So here we see that specific combination. And those planets then move into this 12th house. That combination can be troublesome. It can cause health troubles and it can cause losses. But that changes, and this is where I saw the contradiction for you at the outset of the reading. Notice there's a new moon solar eclipse taking place here in the 12th house. Now, the moon here is debilitated in that 12th house. This place, the 11th of profitability, and then all these planets moving to the 12th house of expenditure, loss, deprivation, is an interesting combination. It shows us that you need an overhaul of your finances. You need to cut back, to curtail the costs. The nice thing about that is that the moon rules this 8th house, And that's another specific combination. When the Moon and Venus are together in that 12th house, these two negative planets actually point to a positive uptick in your finances, but only through that process of overhauling. You may have to lose a little bit of money. You may have to get a little bit of a shock to your system before you come to a stage of realization. And that is exactly what happens here, because notice that the eclipses are always occurring on this nodal axis, past karma, showing that you've gone back in time. That's the 12th house as well. Gone back, learned from your errors, and been able to do a quick turnaround. So this month, the key phrase is an overhaul of your finances, learning to cut back, trim the fat, cutting back overhead is what is going to help you get ahead financially. There's more on what I'm talking about here. They're in astrology.com.au. We've got more information on the month of October for you, Sagittarius. You must subscribe. Please subscribe. We will keep you updated, and you will have every opportunity to drop me a line, ask me questions if you wish. And by all means, come back next month where I'm going to tell you more. Bye-bye for now.